What's up? What's up? What's up, my Mind Your Money business folks? It's me yet again with another video. I just got in from a no, not two, but 4 mile just walk, right? And I wanted to relax, but I said to myself, I better do a video before I get too relaxed and lazy. So the title of today's video is Why People Return to Work After Retiring. I haven't read the article yet, but I want to read it and share it with you guys to see what it's all about, right? Because why are people returning to work after retirement? So let's see what it's talking about, right? For all the talk about raising the retirement age, the debate may be moot. A recent study by Paychex with an X revealed 1 in 6 retirees are considering returning to work. It's also interesting to note that 53% of those thinking about going back to work wanted to do so remotely. No matter how you slice it, people of traditional retirement age don't want to stop working. Okay, doesn't this sound strange? Because isn't the whole point of retirement to sit back, relax, and enjoy your life? That's what they tell us, right? Should you go back to work when you're retired? And if so many retirees are going back to work, wouldn't it be natural for you to consider doing the same? If you step back and think about the possibilities, it may surprise you to consider that you have lots to benefit from working, even if it's a part-time post-retirement gig. Okay. It could be very beneficial for certain people to go back to work after retiring, said Bob Sheetrathorn, CFO and Vice President of Wealth Planning at Simplified Wealth Management in Corona, California, the professional, right? If at full retirement age, they can collect Social Security, that's true, and still work without worrying about a deduction in Social Security if they make too much money. That's a good thing. I do know a lot of people that are at full retirement age, they're collecting full Social Security, and they're working a full-time job, making 6 figures or over. And they're not being penalized for it. Because if you take Social Security at 62 and you continue to work, you can only make but so much money. It's either $14,000 or $16,000. Don't quote me on that, but Google it. So it's also great for those that love what they may be doing. That's true. It gives them something to do and makes money versus spending free time spending money. That is true, because I've heard so many stories about people retiring. They no longer have a routine. They get sick and, they die. So this may be a good thing, going back to work. It gives you something to do, or a part-time job. Okay. Why do retired people go back to work? There are many reasons to return to the labor force during your retirement years. Do any of these ring a bell to you? So Robert Riley, a member of the finance faculty at the Providence College School of Business and a financial advisor at PRW Wealth Management in Boston, says the decision to go back to work mainly depends on 3 items. Do you want to? Number 1. Is there a meaningful second career that you'll enjoy? Is number 2. And do you have to make ends meet? Is 3. Meaning you didn't save enough, so you have to go back to work. So retirees face many challenges, but is it worth going back to work after retirement? So of course there are trade-offs if you return to work after retirement. You need to access what the impacts of continuing to work will have on you, your family, and your plans. That is true. What I like about this article so far is giving you things to think about, and it's giving you different reasons why people may go back to work. This is stuff that needs to be thought about if you do decide to go back to work. Why are you going back to work? Why? Just like people need to be asking questions like, why are you working and not saving any money? Why do you not have any money? Why do you not have any investment? Oh, maybe I need to invest. You need to ask yourself questions, in order to oftentimes get an answer. Okay, so when we update a financial plan, we can easily model the impact of continued income during retirement, says Emily C. Rassam, Senior Financial Planner at Archer Investment Management in Charlotte, North Carolina. If it's not required, we may urge our clients to think about the quality of life and whether the work would be enjoyable. Okay. To determine the value of working while retired, you need to have a good grasp on your lifetime goals. I always talk about goals, people. You have to create goals for yourself. You have to create goals. So if you're considering going back to work after retirement, you need to think about, again, your goals. What are your goals of going back to work after you've retired? What's the reason? It makes no sense to get a retirement job if it doesn't move you closer to your greatest desires. Is your desire to put away more money? Is it your desire just to have something to do 3 or 4 hours out of the day? Or is it just something that you love to do and you just can't stop? But how will it impact your family if you choose to do that? So going back to work after retirement depends on the situation, says Anna Rappaport, a member and volunteer of the Society of Actuaries in Chicago. Very often, some people work for money and or health benefits. Some work for the money to travel and to do other things they're interested in, such as hobbies. Other people work because they feel valuable doing so. And it gives them a sense of purpose. Okay. Or a retiree might work due to any combination of the above. Like if you're working just to earn money to go on vacation, sounds like a good plan, especially if it's a part-time job. You know, if you're working because you need the additional health benefits, and you also need the money, there's nothing wrong with that as well. Once you decide to move ahead, you'll want to determine where to work. Be careful though. According to Paychex survey, 74% of working retirees feel judged by coworkers because of their age. I can understand that. And 62% of people who do the hiring are skeptical about hiring retirees. That makes sense as well. There is no reason to put yourself in a position that increases stress if you have the choice. Don't go where you feel not wanted. Don't go anywhere where you don't feel respected. Don't go anywhere that's going to cause you stress, because that stress, especially if you really don't need the job, may take you out of here forever. Yeah, no stress, people. So, in fact, try to be daring. There are plenty of opportunities out there. Any type of work in retirement is valuable, says Chris Campentis, a financial planner at the SKG team of Barnum Financial Group in Elmsford, New York. What I like about this article so far, they have a lot of quotes and input from so many different financial advisors from all around the United States, and that's a good thing. So he says here, part-time work, consulting work, etc. allows you to spend more time doing things besides spending and lowers the amount needed to withdraw from your nest egg annually. That is true. So if you're receiving, a paycheck from a part-time job, that's less money that you need to withdraw from your retirement, your 401k or your stock account, because you also have additional income coming in. So that's true. And then also having something to do keeps you from spending money, keeps you from shopping because you're bored. You can't shop as much because you have to go to work. It also potentially provides benefits depending on the arrangement, whether it is a 401k match or supplemental health care. That is true. Any help is good. So there's another thing to consider. Just because you return to work after you've retired doesn't mean you have to stay working. Like if they get on your nerve, like, no, I don't need this. Deuces. I'm out of here. Or if you were working 3 or 4 days a week and you're like, no, it's not really worth it, I'm going to cut it down to 1 or 2 days, then do that as well. Okay, it may be that your post retirement job represents a traditional phase from full time employment or full time retirement. Many people return to work after retiring to regain that sense of purpose, says Lawrence Sprung, founder of Midland Financial in Hauppauge. I've never heard of this place, New York. Forgive me if I jacked that name up, or the saying, the pronunciation. You know what I mean. It's not easy working for 30 or 40 plus years and suddenly having that part of your life stop. That's true. Because some people are their job, but they're just used to having something to do. And I believe you do need something to do, even when you retire. Say if you don't want to go back to work, you need to have something to do. You need to have a hobby. You need to join a group where you can get out of your house, stay moving, stay active, go for walks, join a travel group, where you go on cruises every 3 or 6 months, so on and so forth. But in order to do that, you need to make sure during your working years, you're budgeting and you're investing to be able to fund that type of lifestyle, because you're no longer receiving your income. So the thing about creating a financial goal, if you were to contact a financial advisor, is they can advise you on how much you need to save in order to have said lifestyle, when you retire in 10, 20, 15, 30 years, right? So, yeah. Okay, the critical aspect of working after you've reached retirement age is to see how it affects your mental, physical, and fiscal well-being, because that it will. Is work a form of healthy exercise? Is it a form of easy additional income? Or does it add to your anxiety at a time when you'd rather not have that pressure? Yeah, if it's causing stress and anxiety, get out of there. If it's easy income, that's great. If it's exercise, gets you moving, it gets you up in the morning, you take a shower for sure, and you go out and you may have to walk around Home Depot or Walmart or that office building, whatever, that may be good. Vice waking up, getting your coffee, sitting in your lounge chair or your couch and just watching TV all day and eating and ordering things from Amazon, right? Okay, it can be worth going back to work after retirement depending on the individual circumstances, says Derek Miser, investment advisor and CEO at Miser Wealth Planner Partners in Knoxville, Tennessee. For some people, returning to work can be a way to stay physically, mentally active, and stay connected with the working world. I believe that's true. I believe that is true. It may also be to supplement pension income if necessary. However, it is important to consider the potential stress and physical strain that returning to work can bring, and to make sure that that is a decision that's right for the individual. So what will you decide? Working in retirement is a choice that isn't written in stone. If you don't like the gig you opted for, quit it and pick up another one. You can do that. You're retired. It's not like you care about how quitting might hurt your ability to get a promotion, because you're already retired. You're past that point in your career. You're working on your time, not their time. Returning to work happens all the time, and I support it if it makes sense for someone, says Clint Michaela, Senior Wealth Manager at Lord Murray in San Diego. When does it make sense? If retirees need the funds to support their lifestyle, or they miss the sense of fulfillment, go for it. You don't have to go back into a career. Try to find something you enjoy. Finally, don't rule out building your own side hustle. It may offer the best of both worlds for you. Imagine doing something you love, something you've always dreamed of doing, and then getting paid for it. Whether or not it is worth going back to work after retirement depends on the individual's financial situation and personal goals, says Dennis Shershikov, the head of growth for Awning.com in New York City and a professor at the City University of New York, where he teaches finance, economics, and accounting. Some retirees choose to work part-time or start their own business as a way to supplement their income and stay active and engaged. That's the key part, to stay active and engaged. Just like how you think it's important to maintain your health and well-being when you do work, you have to do the same, when you retire. So, would you like to find out? Oh no, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all of the article. That was pretty good. It was a very open-minded, optimistic article. Why people return back to work? They return back to work for various different reasons. So, is this something that you are doing? Is this something that you will consider doing? Again, you have to ask yourself why. What are your reasons? Think about it. How will it affect you? How will it affect your family? What goals are you setting for this part-time job? The decision is yours. But plan now, people. Make sure that you're planning now prior to retirement. How much money you're going to need. Create a budget. Lower your debt to income ratio. You have to get out of debt, people. You do not want to retire with debt. You're definitely going back to work, especially if your retirement income is not going to cover your debt. Especially if you don't have an emergency fund set up at the age of 62, 65, or 70, whenever you decide to collect Social Security. If you don't have any retirement and you're just banking on Social Security and you still have a mortgage and you still may have a car payment, you may even still have student loan debt. There are people that carry student loan debt for 30 or more years. Some people may transition out of this world, and go in the grave with student loan debt still. But what you need to understand is, like, a lot of this debt and things that you don't take care of while you're still here and able, you're leaving that problem and that burden behind for your family members that are still here. And that sucks. Like, if you still owe these people money, if you do leave, say, your home, I know from personal experiences, they will put a lien on that property. And then when you go to do anything to that property is when you find out a lien exists because a bill wasn't paid. And now you have to pay it. Or the individual that's trying to sell the home or do whatever, refinance the home in their name, you're going to have to deal with that. Why leave that to your family members when you can take care of it now, here, while you're able? So yeah, that's all I have to say. Hopefully you get something from that article. I know I did. It's giving me something to think about, because I more than like, when I retire, like, I'm thinking about retiring at 59 maybe, but I know, even though it's retirement, but I will continue to work. I will continue to do something. Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm going to say. But things may change. But currently, that is my plan. What is yours? All right, so you guys take care. Oh, like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think, if you think anything at all. Oh, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I trying to pretend to be one. Any and all information on my channel and in my videos are for entertainment purposes only and reflects my opinion. So please do your own research or contact a financial advisor for any financial advice. But if you need any help with a budget, if you have a budget question, ask me. I can help you with that because I'm debt free. Yeah. All right, so you guys take care. Peace.